Hello guys, welcome back to my
Hello
channel,
everyone,
Ram's Tutorial
welcome
Educational
to
Channel.
Ram's
If you are new
Tutorial
here to my channel,
Educational Channel.
please don't forget to hit the notification bell icon and click the bell button so that you're updated in our latest tutorial. Today guys, we're going to discuss about different topics. Welcome back again to Ram's Tutorial!
Today guys, we're going to discuss about respiratory system, parts, and their functions. Talking about respiratory system, it's talk about the network of organs, tissues that help you breathe. It includes your airways, your lungs, and blood vessels. The muscles that power your lungs are also part of the respiratory system. These parts work together to move oxygen throughout the body and clean out waste gases like carbon dioxide. We have here our diagram. It shows about how the respiratory systems and their parts and functions. First, we have the nasal cavity, nose hairs, epiglottis, larynx, trachea, right lung, bronchi, heart, pleural membrane, diaphragm, pharonasal, sinuses, respiratory center, pharynx, esophagus, leaf lung, pulmonary vessels, ribs, intercostal muscles, muscles attached to diaphragm. This is how our respiratory system functions. Next, another questions we have. What is the respiratory system, teacher? So remember, as I've said a while ago, that our respiratory system, it is what we call a part of the network of organs. It includes tissues that help you breathe. Your airways, your lungs, your blood vessels, of course. Our muscles that power your lungs are part of the respiratory systems. It will work together in order to move oxygen throughout your body and clean out your waste gases like carbon dioxide. Remember, my dear viewers, when we eat fruits, vegetables, it comes from what we call the air that we breathe, that is oxygen from trees, fruit-bearing trees, and non-fruit-bearing trees. The air that we exhale, that is carbon dioxide. That is our waste gases. That's the trees and the plants uses that. It's a recycle. Here in our diagrams, we have first a drawing. It shows about our parts of our respiratory system. Nasal cavity, of course, our pharynx when we swallowed food. The larynx, which is our voice box. Remember, it is a controls with low and high pitch of our voices. We have the bronchioles. Remember, class, we have to take care of our bronchioles. The lungs, of course, remember, are both upper and lower lungs, left and right lungs, rather. So we should take care of that. The bronchi and the alveoli, and of course, our diaphragm, wherein we get air. Just like the singers, when they sing that particular song, they need to inhale and exhale through diaphragm. I am right, my dear viewers? Yes. Another question, class. What does the respiratory system do? First, the respiratory system has many functions. Besides helping inhale the breath in and exhale the breath out, it allows you to talk and to smell. That's the first. Second, brings air to body temperature and moisturizes it to the humidity level your body needs. Delivers oxygen to the cells in your body. Removes waste gases, including carbon dioxide, from the body when you exhale. It will protect your airways from harmful substances and irritants. That is the functions of our respiratory system. What are the parts of the respiratory system? The respiratory system has many different parts that work together to help you breathe. Each group of parts has many separate components. Your airways deliver air to your lungs. Your airways are a complicated system that includes your mouth and nose, openings that pull air from outside your body into your respiratory system. Sinuses, hollow areas between the bones in your head that help regulate the temperature and humidity of the air you inhale. Our throat or pharynx, it is the tube that delivers air from your mouth and nose to the trachea or what we call your windpipe. The trachea class is the passage connecting your throat and lungs. The bronchial tubes, the function is that it is the tubes at the bottom of your windpipe that connect into each lung. Our lungs, we have two organs that remove oxygen from the air and pass it into your blood. Remember, my dear viewers, the parts and function of our respiratory systems from your lungs, your bloodstream delivers oxygen to all your organs and other tissues. Our muscles and bones help move the air you inhale into and out of your lungs. Some of the bones and muscles in the respiratory system include our diaphragm. Remember, my dear viewers, students, diaphragm, this is the muscles that helps your lungs pull in air and push it out. Our ribs, the bones that surround and protect your lungs and heart. So, for example, of one person's you want to starve your heart, it will protect the ribs. I am right, my dear viewers? So we need to say thanks for our ribs. Aside that its function is that to surround and protect your lungs and heart. When you breathe out, your blood carries carbon dioxide and other waste out of our body. Other components that work with lungs and blood vessels include alveoli. It is a tiny air sacs in the lungs where the exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide takes place. Again, alveoli, this is the time that our air sacs in our lungs exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide. The bronchioles, this is the small branches of the bronchial tubes that lead to the alveoli. Capillaries, blood vessels in the alveoli walls that move oxygen and carbon dioxide. Our lung lobes, sections of our lungs rather, we have 3 lobes in the right lung and 2 in the left lung. Remember that? Again, 3 lobes in our right lung and 2 in the left lung. The fluoroclast are thin sacs that surround each lobe and separate your lungs from the chest wall. Some of the other components of your respiratory system, it includes our cilia. Remember, cilia class, it is a tiny hairs that move in wave-like motions to filter the dust and other irritants out of your airways. That's why, remember, my dear viewers and students, don't remove your cilia, the tiny hair inside of your nostrils. This is a protection, my dear viewers, to filter the dust, to avoid irritants out to your airways. Next is the epiglottis. It is a sachet flap at the entrance to the trachea that closes when you swallow to keep food and liquids out of your airways. Larynx, the voice box. It is the hollow organ that allows you to talk and make sounds when air moves in and out. So we have our drawings or a diagram. It shows about our tongue, the movement of our tongue. Going to larynx, we have the epiglottis, supraglottis, the vocal cord, the glottis, and the subglottis. Next, down to epiglottis and trachea. This is the larynx anatomy class. Next, another questions. What conditions affect your respiratory system? Many conditions can affect organs and tissues that make up the respiratory system. Some develop due to irritants you breathe in from the air, including viruses or bacteria that cause infections. Others occur as a result of a disease or getting older. Conditions that can cause inflammations like swelling, irritation, and pain, or otherwise affect the respiratory system include allergies. Remember, my dear viewers, if you have an allergy, inhaling pollutants such as dust, mold, and pollen, it can cause respiratory allergies in some people. These proteins can cause inflammation in your airways. Oh, that's why I am. Asthma. This is a chronic or long-term disorder class. Asthma causes inflammations in the airways that can make breathing difficult. That's why if you have an asthma class, so we stay away from the dust particle. Sorry for that interruptions. Infection. Infectious class or infections can lead to pneumonia. This is the inflammation of the lungs. Remember class. So we need to take care of our lungs, the both left and right, or bronchitis. Inflammation of the bronchial tubes. This is a common respiratory infections. Include the flu or the influenza or a cold, just like sipon class. Disease, remember, respiratory disorders include lung cancer, and a chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, or COPD class. These illnesses can harm the respiratory system's ability to deliver oxygen throughout the body and filter out waste gases. Aging. A lung capacity decreases as you get older. So remember class, when we get older, so remember, so our the capacity, the it's a time that we need to breathe in and breathe out. So it's something, it's what you call lower and lower. So we need to that. Damage to the respiratory system can cause breathing problems if you have a damage in your respiratory system. That's why we need to take care of these parts. How can I keep my respiratory system healthy, teacher Ram? So that's a big and a great question made our viewers. Being able to clear mucus out of our lungs and airways is important for respiratory health. Why? To keep your respiratory system, my dear viewers, students, healthy, you should first avoid pollutants that can damage your airways, including secondhand smoke. Stay away from that class. Chemicals and radon or radioactive gas that can cause cancer from, so for example, car smoke, the vehicles, different types of vehicles. It's either small or big like that. So stay away from there. Wear a mask if you are exposed to fumes, dust, or other types of pollutants for any reason. That's good class. Avoid smoking yourself. Don't smoke, remember. So stay away from that and don't ever use it. And next, you have to eat a healthy diet with lots of fruits and vegetables and drink water to stay hydrated. Exercise regularly to keep your lungs healthy. And lastly, my dear viewers, prevent infections by washing our hands often and getting a flu vaccine each year, or just like today class. Okay, that's good. Thank you, my dear viewers, for watching Ram's tutorial. Please like, share, and subscribe to Ram's Tutorial Educational Channel. See you guys in my next video. Bye-bye!